2 weeks after the Las Conchas fire forced its closure, parts of the Valles Caldera were reopened to the public today.
For the first time, we're getting a look at the fire's destruction on the National Preserve from the ground. News 13's Amanda Goodman is here with the story.
The Las Conchas fire has torched nearly 150,000 acres and continues to burn. It is 50% contained. Today, we found out roughly 30,000 of that land is on the Valles Caldera.
It is bad. It's going to take its toll.
Kevin Jaramillo hasn't been up to the Valles Caldera with his family in a while. For the last 2 weeks, it's been closed because of the Las Conchas fire. Today, portions of the preserve, including the visitor staging area along Highway 4, reopened.
It looks pretty awful, but I mean, with a fire like this, that side, that east side, will be a lot better for the elk.
He's right. In fact, right after his interview, he spotted a herd of elk running through the Valle Grande grasslands. Sky Ranger spotted another herd from the air. About 30,000 acres, or roughly a third of the entire park, was torched. 25% of that burned here in the grasslands. The preserve says it could have been much worse.
If the fire had gotten further across the Valle Grande, if the firefighters had not been able to stop it on the eastern third of the preserve, we could have lost a lot more forest.
The preserve's chief scientist says despite the destruction, there will be some benefits, including clearing out the forest floor and bringing nutrients to the surface. If you look closely, you can see some areas are already starting to bounce back.
You can see in the grassland area that the grass is already starting to green up. It's been a little less than 2 weeks, and it's turning into a golf course up here.
That's good for wildlife, which will feast on the new nutrient-rich grass. Although portions of the preserve have reopened, a majority of the park is still off limits. And while that's a bummer for families like the Jaramillos, they say they understand.
Wish we had full access, but we need some rain for that.
Valles Caldera scientists say its fisheries are still in good shape and are showing no sign of erosion, but they will continue to monitor them. And as you saw in the video, the elk are also doing okay. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Amanda. Until the fire is out or Incident Command says it's safe, the rest of the Valles Caldera will remain closed.